In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a whole bunch of games that are going to get those little brains working. These would make excellent holiday gifts, and they're all from Smart Games. Hey, you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet here with another holiday gift guide, and today is all about those logic critical thinking games. Smart Games is sponsoring today's giveaway, and there is a lot of fun items in this video. If you didn't know already, we're doing a lot of holiday gift guides here on the Purple Alphabet, and there's already been a whole bunch of videos posted, so if you want to go see what else is up for grabs, I'd highly recommend you watch those videos after this one. I'm going to tell you about the giveaway details for this video a little bit later, but first let's talk about these games. First, for the littles, ages 3 to 7, we have this game that's called Hide and Goat Seek. Hide and Goat Seek. This one is so fun for the young ones to get into these critical thinking and logic games because they really think it through. And I also wanted to note that Smart Games really has great quality products. These are the types of games that are going to last and you'll be able to hand them down. This is our game board that we're going to be using for the entire game. And then you're going to get this little storybook that helps to introduce the whole concept of the game and the characters. It's just like a picture comic book, and it walks you through kind of the story and the reason why you're playing the game, so it ties it all in together. The preschool games always come with these. And then you're going to get your little puzzle book, and then here's where all your challenges are. So it tells you how to set up the challenge and the answers and solutions on the back side of the paper. So this would be the starter section, and they're leveled. They get more difficult: junior, expert, up to master. And so you get different levels, so it just gets progressively harder as you work through all the puzzles. So for instance, here is our first puzzle right here. It tells you where to put the certain pieces onto the puzzle board, and then on the back it's going to show you the answer. Let's work through one so you can kind of get an idea how it works. So first we have 2 red goats, we have 2 blue goats, and we have the stack of 2 green goats, and then the little baby one here in pink. And then you're always going to have a wolf. So the object is to hide the ghost from the wolf. So you're going to have the wolf in the puzzle. I'm just going to follow and copy the grid here and put the wolf here. What I also want to note is that these are also different shapes. So this pink one's a triangle. This green one is round. We have a square base here. When you're adding on your pieces, that's going to become important. So these are our movable puzzle pieces. They're in furniture, and you can see some of them have openings on the bottom. That was a bed. Here we have like a little barrel stand. We have a table here. I want to cover up and hide all of the goats so that the wolf cannot get it. In this case, we just have one here, so it's going to be super simple. For instance, this isn't going to fit because it needs to be hiding under there, and the wolf is in the way. Same thing with the bed. The bed's not going to fit. This one isn't going to fit because it has a different shape. This is a round one, and then this one is square, so it's just not going to work and sit in there right. Same thing with this one. That's a triangle, and it's not big enough, so that's not going to work. And then this one works. So you can flip over the page for our solution, and it will show you what the solution and answer should be. We'll go down to a master one just so you can see the difference. Reset up our challenge. This time we get to use the little baby one, the triangle. It also tells you the orientation of where to put them. And then we got a red down here. So once again, we have to cover up all of the goats to protect it from the wolf using all of our pieces. Just see if we can try it. Let's see if we can use that one. Perfect. And we have 2 left, so that's not going to work very well. Maybe try that. And there we go. Let's turn it over and see if that is the correct answer. And it looks to be. All the pieces are there in the proper space. So working on critical thinking and logic skills with this one on the simplest form. And it's a lot of fun too with the story that goes along with it. For ages 8 and up, we have a 2-player game, which is really fun for Smart Games. It's called Genius Connection. It is a battle game. Genius Connection is a 1-player or 2-player game, so you can play by yourself solo, or you can play with somebody else and kind of do a duel or a battle so you can finish first. You're going to get 2 puzzle boards because of that, and some dice. And they also include some level cards too. Each card represents a different difficulty level when you use these. You can use these when you're doing multiple players or for when you're playing solo. For simplicity of how this works, I'm just going to use one of the boards just to give you an example of how it works. The object of the game is to complete this white path around your game board while fitting in all of the other pieces into your game board. And if you look closely on here, I'm not sure if you can see it, all these little squares in the game board are numbered. And those numbers are what correspond to the numbers on these. So let's go ahead and roll this. We have a 35 and a 77. And then then we're going to use our yellow pieces. See, they have a little cutout in them, and that's going to highlight the number on our game board. So I look for 77. 77's here, so I just make it so that I can see it through here. The other one's 35. So now the challenge begins. I need to connect the path of the white. All right. Now we have done the first part of the challenge, which is to complete the white path on our game board. Now I have these remaining pieces that have to fit in here, and I can already tell right off the bat this is not going to work because this piece up here, there is no piece that could fit there. So that's probably not going to work. So I've come really close to completing this, but I'm not quite there. So for sake of time, I'm not going to be able to finish this. But that's how you play for competition, a duel with another person. You'll both be doing this at the same time. And if you want to use the cards, they work very similar where they have different numbers on here to match up to where you're going to put your starter pieces. This one might be a tiny little package, but it's a lot of fun. It's called Caged Marbles, and they recommend this for ages 10 and up. Caged Marbles is a little tiny game, but it is a real good challenge. Your object of this game is to make it so that all of the marbles fit inside the cube. And if you'll notice, some of the marbles have holes in them, some of them have bumps because they will snap together when they're in the cube. Can't put two of the ones with the bumps together, that won't fit, that won't snap together. The same thing goes for the box that they're in. So there are some that have holes and then some that have little divot bumps in them. The marbles will only go either on the bump or into the hole. So that's how it fits on the outside. So you're working with two different challenges, and then the other side of the cube is here. It's the same thing. And so they'll only will work. All the marbles fit together on the inside and on the outside. Your challenge book is leveled as always, going from starter games to junior in the yellow, to red in the expert, and blue for master. So we can start off with the easiest one, puzzle number 1, and it gives you the marbles to start off with. First, you have to make sure your box is in the right direction, and you look for the corresponding dots on the box. And this looks like to be the one that's going to go on top when we're done, but the bottom one is going to look like that. And so then we just set up the challenge to fit in our box first. So red down the bottom, and it snaps right into place. And our pink, and then our blue is in this back top corner. Everything snapped together. Now we are ready to add the other marbles into this puzzle in the correct way so that it all fits inside the box. So we've got this part done, and then the last part is to add on the top of the box, and it should fit if the puzzle has been done correctly. I did have to change around a few of the marbles to get it to work, but once I did, the box fit completely together. All of the solutions are in the back, so I did check mine to be sure, and then they just get progressively harder as you go along. A great travel game, and this one is actually really good for adults too. And this time I'm so happy to include one of these. It's recommended for ages 14 and up, but these are the IQ games, and they are so beautifully made. I think you're really going to enjoy it. This is IQ Pentagon. This is a one-player game, and it's meant for ages 14 and up because of the difficulty level, but it's so pretty and fun. Look at the game book that they give you. It's like a legitimate book. Here is our game board. So we're going to pull this out, and I'm going to show you how it works. It actually has a cover to it, so you can travel with it. And this one comes with all of these little jeweled pieces. And what's nice about these is that they're double-sided, so when you're doing the puzzles, you can use them on either side. I'm going to remove them so you can see what the game board looks like. It's a little bit different because there's these little spaces in between. And so when you put them on there, not all the shapes are going to fit, flush. You have to turn the shapes in order to figure out how they fit on here. In our game book, we have all the challenges similar to what we know Smart Games to do, which is to have the challenges, and they're leveled, and they go up from starter to junior, expert, and all the way to master. And they have the answers in the back too if you should have some trouble. We can set up one of these game challenges. Let's just do number 1, and you just match the picture. So you put all the pieces into your puzzle. The easier challenges tend to have more pieces given to you. So I don't anticipate, hopefully, this one take me too long to figure out. Okay, so I think we have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, I'm missing the blue one. And now we can solve it. And the game is to add all the other pieces into our puzzle in order to complete it. This looks to be pretty simple. That one's probably going to go there. This one up here, I had to turn it upside down. And then we have this one down here, which, let's try it. Turning it to go this way, and then our final piece here. And then the puzzle is completed. Obviously, they do get harder as you go along. See, these have barely any puzzle pieces in the wizard level. Let me go down a little bit so I don't embarrass myself on camera. Let's try 35. We'll set this up really quick. All right, so this time we only had the 4 puzzle pieces in our picture. What I like about this game is that it looks really nice. This is the kind of game that you'd probably put on your coffee table and display, and then all sorts of ages would like to play it. I think I might have got it. Yes. There we go. But there's also a couple of other options available in this whole line of these IQ games that are of this level, and they look so good too. And you might even want to get the whole collection because it's a lot of fun. I like this one because it's sparkly and I just like all the game pieces, and it's a lot of fun and tactile to play. And now for the giveaway details, you guys, make sure you're subscribed to the Purple Alphabet YouTube channel. Then leave me a comment down below telling me which one you had your eye on. I would love to hear what you have to say. Smart Games is giving away one of every game in this video, so it's a really, really good one. Then head over to the giveaway link to officially enter to win. You must be 18 years of age or older and have a US postal address, and the winner is going to be announced right after Thanksgiving, so make sure you watch that video to see if you've won so you can claim your prize. You'll have 72 hours. Don't forget to go watch all those other holiday gift guide videos if you haven't already. Make sure you enter because you could win something pretty amazing. Click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.